What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to Treebeard's Toy Box. And today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I.Joe Classified number 23 Zartan figure from Hasbro. Now this is a figure that I have been looking forward to a long time. This is probably one of my top 5 most anticipated figures of the year. So I'm very happy to have him. Now Hasbro has delayed my pre-order, so I did go ahead and pay a little bit extra for this guy on Mercari just because I wanted to have him now. But in general, it should be pretty easy to find the regular release Joes as long as you pick them up online. Now, I've always had trouble finding any of them in stores. I have gotten lucky with all of the Cobra Island figures, although finding those, especially the first wave, felt like a second full-time job. So I'm very happy to have them, but Hasbro, whoever's with the G.I.Joe team and whatever's going on with Target, they definitely need to fix things going forward as far as exclusives go. But if you are patient, it should be fairly simple as far as online goes, finding the regular release Joes. So let's go ahead and set him to the side here and take a look at this wonderful box art. So the box art we're looking at here was done by Tony Daniel, and we get an awesome image right here. Look, so if you can see that, I think that looks great. But yeah, and then on the back here, we do have a couple of updates. We're gonna check those out here. So for the updated box art on the back, we have Zartan added, as well as Firefly up here at the top. And we can also see our Cobra Vipers right here. Take a look down here and you see that Beachhead has been added. So here he is, Master of the Dreadnoks, Zartan. And this figure is awesome. There is a lot of detail work going on with the sculpt. All kinds of stuff all over. Yeah. See that work on his hood. There's a couple of different colors going on here too. This is like a greenish brown, and then it goes to a regular brown, and back to that. It's like an alligator. Yeah. So on the other side, so that's great. There's bandana here. The detail on the belt buckle is wonderful. Look at that. It's incredible. Stomach's not bad either. Yeah, you can see the paint's pretty darn good. I have one spot on mine, right here, where it's a little faded to black. And that's a little unfortunate, but I've got another one on the way at some point, and you know, eventually probably get a third too. But yeah, see the belt, the sheath for his knife. Look at that. And you've got the matte black and the glossy black happening here. I really like that. I love all the dark colors. So yeah, really happy with that. All right, well, let's take a look at his accessories here. So first off, we get this amazing amazingly creepy mask. You know, he's got to have his disguises. So you got that. Got a couple other pretty creepy things too here, which are awesome. First up, check that out. With the snake head. Got some pink happening in the mouth. It's pretty good for how small it is. And now that has a peg that pegs into his belt or his backpack. And we'll get to that here. And then we also get this monkey paw. Look at that. Oh man. This is my second favorite. Well, it's a toss-up. It's either this or the face. I love this monkey paw. Let me get this here. No paint, just black plastic, and I'm okay with that. If it's gonna be a solid color, like plastic-wise, I'd prefer black for weapons. I like that. And everything can be stored on his backpack. It's awesome. It's pretty much the case with most of the G.I.Joe classified figures. Next up, we get this awesome blade here. There we go. Flip that around. And then the last piece is this backpack right here. Get a little bit of detail up here as far as sculpting goes. No paint on the outside, but you open it up here. It's got these 4 little pegs. There we go. And you get some nice paint detail on the inside. Yeah. And this is where he, I believe, creates his faces. And so this mask can sit right inside there. Yeah. Now I'll show you how this face works too real quick. So I'm going to take the hood off. And the nice thing about the hood is it has these little spots on the inside carved out. I don't know if you can see them there. That actually kind of clip onto his ears. So just pop that right on there like that. Look at that. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So yeah. And then I'll show you how everything can go on his backpack. And there he is. Yeah. All right. So just take the mask like so. And they're gonna close it up. Let's see. go. Put the blade on this side usually. Pistol on this side. And then you see we've got, now like I said earlier, for these guys, they can either go on his belt, right here, or on his backpack, and I actually prefer his backpack, so. The snake head, right there. And the monkey paw, right there. And then the whole thing goes quite nicely into his back. And there we go. All right, let's check out his articulation. So for the articulation, I'm going to go ahead and take his hood off and his bandana off just to show you properly what's going on here. So let's start at the top. And real quick, I don't know if I pointed it out earlier, but this detail here, these little straps on his vest are actually painted brown. And that's real nice. It's nice that they added that second color there. So these flaps, these are really flexible. They don't hinder the movement at all. And we get a ball and a hinge at the top. And then we get another ball peg at the base of the neck. So we get lots of nice movement for the head and neck. Now the shoulders are on the your basic hinge, and you get a swivel. But I would highly recommend using a hair dryer to warm him up, because I did have trouble with this shoulder. It's really tight, and it still is. And so usually you want to warm it up, that way you don't break any joints. So yeah, we'll go up here. That up and down. He's got his butterfly joint here. Pretty standard for G.I.Joe classified. And then you get your bicep swivel right here. Double jointed elbows. And we're also... This is the first G.I. Joe classified figure, I believe, to be using the pinless joint technique that they've been using for some of the Marvel Legends. And I really like that. You can see that right there. It's real nice. So yeah, double jointed elbows, and then you get the hinge and swivel for the wrists. No extra hands, unfortunately. Same for this arm. Pardon me. And then you get this torso joint here. Lots of great movement there, you can see. And your waist swivel, the ball swivel. And you get the drop down hips, which I am not a huge fan of. I think we'd be fine without them. I mean, I've used them sometimes when posing for photos, but I always feel like I'm going to break the hips with them overall. Other than that, he's pretty much perfect. So yes, and then we get the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, not quite to his butt, and then the hinge and swivel, all that jazz here at the ankle. Oh, and then we get a swivel here at the calf, right there. All that standard Joe classified stuff that we love. That we love so much. So yeah, you can see all that paint detail. He's phenomenal. Phenomenal figure. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Yeah. So yeah, he moves around quite well. I'm very happy. He feels sturdy. The only joint that gave me trouble is this one, and I'll just continue to work on that with some heat. So yeah, I'm gonna put some of his stuff back on here. This just slides right back on, just like the one that came with the Viper. And this really nice hood. Throw that back on here. It sits on there real nice, and it clips to the ears. It's real cool how they did that. Yeah, that looks real good. This belt buckle, once again. Yeah. It's like a skull. Oh, so cool. It reminds me of Danzig, actually. Not sure if they meant to do that, but I think that's cool. I mean, in general, he kind of reminds me of Danzig. Yeah, Zartan. So overall, I am very happy with this figure. He is my favorite G.I. Joe classified figure. One of my top 5 figures right now in my collection, probably. Yeah, one of my top 10. We'll say that. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm excited because he's new, but yeah. Very cool figure. Very satisfied with him. So let me show you here. I'm bringing a couple other Joes. He is not quite as big as Gung Ho. As you can see, he's a little shorter. And then we'll throw a Firefly over here. And I have to say, I'm normally like team good guy, but the way they have been pumping out these Cobra figures, man. Yeah, Joe's got some trouble. They got some trouble keeping up here. I'm looking back at my collection over here, and I gotta say, I gotta go with Cobra. They've got the, I mean, other than Beachhead and Snake Eyes, I think the coolest looking figures. Gung Ho is awesome. But yeah, Cobra's just killing it. So anyways, yeah. That's how he looks with those guys. So he's big, but not quite as big as Roadblock and Gung Ho. And I am very happy to have this guy. If I were to give him a number rating, I would give him, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 10 out of 10. I was really looking forward to this figure. And I am really happy to have him. He's my new work buddy. He'll be traveling to work with me. Sending me some darkness while I'm cannon. While I'm running the cannon line. Yeah, look at that. So anyways, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do like it, if you dig it, please share. And yeah, until next time, take care.